The crickets are really chirping so loudly outside of my window. I imagine they're crickets, although they also sound like they could be peepers. You know, it's that nighttime, dusk sound of those, well, night sounds, night songs. Taurus, how are you? Taurus, if you're a subscriber to Mystic Moons, thank you so much for being part of the channel. Taurus, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy your time here watching Mystic Moons. If you'd like to see more, do subscribe. I do a lot of collective readings, Taurus. And Taurus, I also am available for personal readings, provided you make a donation. Also, if you appreciate the work that I'm doing here, Taurus, consider if you can spare it, sending a little love my way, either through Cash App or buy me a coffee. My channel isn't monetized, Taurus, and I do depend upon viewer support. Taurus, I see this reading being for anybody with significant Taurus energy. Do you have a Taurus sun? A Taurus moon? Do you have a Taurus rising? Do you have a Taurus Venus? Or Taurus in the 7th house? Taurus, if you have significant Taurus energy in your main 3, your sun, your moon, and your rising, but if your Venus or 7th house energy is different, Taurus, keep your eye out for the other readings. So far I've done Scorpio, and I believe I did Capricorn. The next sign, well, actually Taurus, I was wondering which sign should I do, and I actually got Pisces, Cancer, and Taurus. And I felt like doing Taurus, but I will be doing them as I have time, as I have the energy for it. Taurus, if you appreciate my time in doing this video, though, do give me... so the way that I decide which readings I'll do out of all 12 zodiac is actually pretty simple. As long as I get a thumbs up on my previous month's reading. I do know that one collective last month didn't give me a thumbs up, so I didn't do them. And in the beginning of the year, Aquarius didn't give me a thumbs up, so I missed Aquarius for 2 months. Because my love readings, thank you. My love readings take about an hour to an hour and a half. So when you times that by 12, I'm spending a minimum of 12 hours to maybe 17 hours that I don't get paid at all for it. As I said, my channel isn't monetized. So that's why I ask if you appreciate the time that I'm doing. Definitely give me a thumbs up, because each sign is an hour to an hour and a half. Times that by 12. That's a significant chunk of time. Well, definitely go and check out. I haven't noticed what Leo gave me for May. I haven't paid attention. I'll go and look again. I forgot. But that's basically what I do, is I go and look at the previous collective's month. And as long as I have at least one like, I'll go and do the reading for them. Oh, really? Well, I'm pretty sure Leo could have given me some likes, but I would just say that's the best way to make sure is check out the previous month, because that's just like, one of the rules that I have. As long as there's a like on the previous month, I'll go and do the following month. But thank you very much for the readings. I actually did do, well, you may have a different moon, but I did do moon messages for all 12 signs a few hours ago. So you can check that out. And I also did yesterday a secret you should know for all 12 signs. But these readings are really like the in-depth ones entirely for the zodiac sign. And hello, Howard. So yes, this is all out for the zodiac sign. I do the 12 sign zodiac breakdown, but they are for how that collective is towards the collective in general. So for this one, Taurus, this reading is divided up into two parts. First part is going to be a general reading on love, whatever comes out. And the second part is going to be the 12 sign zodiac affinity. So how that collective is towards you. Now, I won't be time stamping these readings because, well, in order for me to do that on the phone, I need to go and log off of it and go back into the admin panel, and then it cycles while it does that. And it just is a little bit of a hassle. So until I'm on a computer again, until I'm on a webcam again, you'll have to go and hop around. But the first part of the reading is about 20 minutes. The second part follows. And each sign is anywhere from 3 minutes to 5 minutes. It's more like a clarification of the main read. I think that's all that needs to be said. Maybe we'll just hop right into Taurus love energy for June. Let's go and see. I feel like doing that one more time. I love these. These were gifted to me by somebody. A weird lady. But I like them lots. So, Taurus. I just realized this was gifted to me too by a weird man, and this was gifted to me by a weird lady. I have all these things around me that are gifts. Funny. Anyway, Taurus, a love energy for June. Taurus moon, Taurus sun, Taurus rising. Someone thinks you're a good, someone thinks you're interesting, Taurus, interesting enough for them to move towards, interesting enough for them to go and express some strong interest, Taurus. This is strong energy, very determined energy. Is it loyal energy, Taurus? I don't know, but it's extremely interested energy. This is very forward energy. This is not shy energy. This is someone who's going to go and make their point to you, Taurus. Try and make it as clear as possible with no wiggle room of, does this person like me? What does this person want? Question probably will be, Taurus, how will everything work together, Taurus? Is this someone, Taurus, who you can see yourself with, Taurus? Are the changes that this person is offering, Taurus, or would want to pursue with you, is that something, Taurus, that you likewise want? Interesting, Taurus. That energy is very, very interesting. I'm also going to say, Taurus, by the way, which also is interesting, you know how, I forgot what they're called right now. But what are those signs called, Taurus, when you're 6 signs away? Like they say that the signs that are exactly opposite, they are some sort of sign. They typically call them soulmate pairings, but they're not quite like the way there's, well, I mean, there's a whole bunch of ways that people do break down the so-called soulmate pairings. But just like they say, there's like Cancer and Capricorn, there's Taurus and Scorpio. I'm pretty sure that those are one of the so-called classic ones that astrology refers to. I just wanted to go and point out it's interesting because 7 of Cups is Scorpio, Death is Scorpio, and I read my Knight of Cups as Scorpio. But either way, this person is offering change if you accept it. Also, too, Taurus, I'm also going to say in this energy, this person is going to have you look at yourself differently as well. Possibly with the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords, Knight of Cups, and this King, or whatever, this Knight of Wands energy. And this person is going to have you think about the way that you naturally act in a different way. Something about the way that you act so naturally, and not in a bad way. It's just going to go and highlight something about your behavior and how you carry yourself and the energy you give off. I think too, Taurus, more than anything, this person that's coming forward towards you, there is some sort of nuance that either you go around with naturally or how you act, maybe in specific situations, Taurus, that this person is going to go and bring to the front. You'll be almost more polished or more aware of your actions and how it affects or influences the room that you're in, the energy that you're in. Isn't that interesting, Taurus? Anyway, Knight of Wands is clarified by a Queen of Swords. So I'm also going to say, Taurus, with that King of Swords energy, we do have a soulmate pairing here. Very strong-willed personalities too, Taurus, I'm going to say, with the King and Queen of Swords. Strong personalities. Maybe too, Taurus, in the energy of the King and the Queen of Swords. Very strong personalities, and they don't like to give in. They don't like to have their own, not saying the right word, but very firm energies. Not easily swayed in opposite directions than what they are currently planning on. Also, too, could there be a little bit of gameplay here? I don't know. I don't know if there's gameplay, but very strong-willed, firm in position energies and people. The star is interesting here, but it also just pulls through strong Aquarius energy. Taurus. Very strong Aquarius energy. Seven of Swords and star is Aquarius energy. I do read my queens as Libra, so let me just say that there's lots of air, lots of fire here, Taurus. There is gameplay here at Taurus. Maybe they would see it as honest or fun, playful type of gameplay, but there is gameplay here in the person coming towards you, Taurus. I don't know how humorous you'll find it, Taurus, but this person coming towards you does have a lot of game. This person could amuse you, Taurus, but would they amuse you, Taurus, if, well, as I said, I have two very firm in position people. People who are very, this is me, this is what I'm doing, this is what I like, this is what I want. And where's the compromise, Taurus? Something that appears like a compromise or appears like compromising, appears like you're understanding, Taurus, what I don't quite like about this energy and this person coming towards you. By the way, I did say it was soulmate energy, right? So, I'm not saying this is a bad person. I'm just saying what I see before I pull some more. Taurus, in this energy, this is the sort of energy of somebody who appears like they're on your wavelength. Someone who appears like they get you. Someone also, too, who appears like they support you. But there's a lot more to the story than what appears. They're giving the appearance of that to go and get, either relax your guard. They're giving the appearance of that, no, to relax your guard. And also they have avenues. You know, it's almost like this is what's happening at this value, but there's many other things that are happening here that they're not telling you about. So this energy is also here, Taurus, in this. It is a soulmate energy. It is someone who has, you should resound with, but there is a lot of gameplay. Very much a test of wills. Well, let's go and find out more. But I do feel that is the gist of the energy here. So Queen of Swords, Taurus. Actually, Taurus, let's not look at Queen of Swords. Let's look at Seven of Pentacles. Excuse me, Seven of Swords. Let's go find out more about the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. I have Justice. So yes, I have now Libra and Aquarius wholeheartedly here. I have more Aquarius with that Five of Swords. Someone definitely has a lot of air in their chart, Taurus. Oh my goodness, I don't even like this energy too. Tons of gameplay. This is how far can they get without burning any bridges, by the way. Under a Seven of Swords. Under a Knight of Wands with a Queen of Swords. How far? All swords, by the way. That's what I have here so far, all swords. But this person, Taurus, that's coming to you, they want to know how far, under a Seven of Swords, how far can they work you without burning any bridges? You know, this is the kind of energy that you want to see from a chihuahua that's trying to steal your food, Taurus. Like a 4-pound chihuahua. Not necessarily from a human that's at least 100 and some pounds. With, what do they call the opposable thumb or something? Nimble hands and nimble feet and a strategic mind. Oh, all Aquarius and Libra energy here. Four of Swords is Libra. Justice is Libra. That's all that I have so far here, Taurus, is Libra and Aquarius energy. So yeah, this person, let's say Libra. There's so much Libra. That's Libra right there. And as I said, I do read my Queen of Swords as Libra. Taurus, this person's going to see how far can they go around you without burning any bridges. They're going to be very strategic about the things they say, the things they don't say, and what they are trying to, is it even mold you? There is something that they're doing here. Maybe mold is not the right word, but they definitely are skirting all around you, appearing like they'll agree with you and support you. And, you know, it's not to say that they don't, but as I said, I have two very firm people with their agendas. And this person's going to appear like they're amendable only perhaps to change their course when you least expect them to. Knight of Wands, bottom of the deck energy, the Tower, but somebody to keep your eye out on, because this person does not want to burn any bridges with you. We'll find out more about this Star card, which, as I said, Star card is giving the appearance like they agree But do they really agree? That's what we'll have to see. Hello, Riley. So the star. Got some more air. This is all air. Let's say Gemini. This is all air Taurus. All my cards in here are all air. Look at that. Well, don't worry. I keep on pulling cards. I'll get something else. So the star, I have 10 of Swords. Perhaps bridges were already burned. Perhaps bridges were already burned. My Swords energy all wants to pop up right now. I have more Libra with 2 of Swords, by the way. Of course, there are only 3 signs in air, so it's only 3 possibilities it can be. It's very possible in this energy, Taurus, this person could have already burned, well, they already burned bridges. Let's put it this way. This person already burned bridges. They could have burned bridges with you, Taurus. Hierophant, by the way, is Taurasian energy. It's actually Taurus energy in the major arcana. 2 of Swords, as I said, is Libra. This person could have burned bridges, this person with you. But this person learned. But unfortunately, what they learned, Taurus, is not to be so transparent. Also, too, this person doesn't like being cut off. Could be Taurus, they don't like being cut off from you. Could be Taurus, they didn't like being cut off from your energy. Also, too, here, a star, significant energy. The hope, the natural hope that you provided. The natural hope that they'll go and feel the energy, that they'll feed off of the energy, they'll get invigorated by Taurus from you. That's what could have them tread on very careful ground and appear like they're on your wavelength when in actuality, they're not quite. They're a soul pairing for you, Taurus, but they're not on your wavelength. The wavelengths are different. But this person is a chameleon, Taurus. This person is a chameleon and can give the appearance of matching your wavelength. Too much, Taurus. And let's go and check out Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords for Taurus and June. I have that card fell out. Don't want to burn bridges with you, Taurus, and it's going to appear like they agree with you a lot more than they actually do. I think they give the appearance quite effectively too. They think like you. They want the same things as you. They're very dedicated like you. My cards keep on falling out, all for the Queen of Swords. I'm going to pull one card because, I want to pull. Like, let me pull. One more card to this. 6 of Swords. Okay, Taurus, who's the either the Libra or the Aquarius that I have pulled up on here? Somebody with significant Swords energy. They could also have this in their moon, their Venus, their Mercury. I feel like saying, I don't know, they have significant air, like really significant air. I do. I have all the cards here in the major and minor arcana, with the exception of the Fool of Aquarius. I also have, I think, with the exception of 3 of Swords, I have all the cards in the major and minor arcana of Libra. Strong, 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 strong air. Strong air. Anyway, you're getting approached by quite a character. This person is one of your soulmates, and they're going to be desperate, Taurus, not to fumble the connection with you. I'm not going to pull any more, Taurus, because I got the 12 sign zodiac part to do. But this person has games, but the games are more geared towards you, Taurus, than with you. You have someone who's going to accommodate you, Taurus, outwardly, but internally, Taurus, they're going to have lots and lots of plans that at least initially they will not be forthcoming, Taurus, to share. Almost spooky, Taurus. Also, too, Taurus, needless to say, this person is not an idiot. At least in the, there's our source. Like, we're all here. All the air signs are all here. As I said, Taurus, do you know an air sign? And if you meet an air sign, I would keep this reading in mind. Also, we have some Piscean placements popping up here. Piscean and Capricorn. Yeah, everything else is neutral, by the way, Taurus. All air. All air. I do read my Knights of Wands. If I was to put a sign on Knight of Wands is Sagittarius. I have a little bit of Sagittarius. I have some Pisces. I have some Capricorn. Tons of air. Also, too, with this person's communication will sound very, very pleasing to the ear. I think, too, you'll feel very, very invigorated and supported by this person. This person has natural charisma. But there's that person's cooperation and that person's alignment is contrived, staged. They're doing that so that you get attached. Something to keep in mind, Taurus. Anyway, let's go on to the 12 sign zodiac breakdown. Hello, Riley. I'm doing okay. I have the crickets singing outside my window, or peepers, or both. It's chilly outside, but it's a comfortable kind of chill, which I feel from my window. I have a third interview that I'm doing tomorrow for a company that I've been talking to since March. I've been talking to this company forever. But the most exciting thing that I have about going on to this interview for the third time with this company is they have beautiful grounds. They have 77, they have almost 80 acres of beautiful sculpted grounds. They have ponds all over the place. They have geese. They have ducks. And they have they have swans. They have swans. They have about, I don't know, boy swans and girl swans look differently. I have never really read about swans. But at this place, they have something like at least 4 swans, a whole bunch of gray geese with bright orange beaks. They have snakes all by the whatever it's called, by the lakes. They have little tiny frogs. Well, it's a marsh, right? Marsh lakes. Of course, you're going to have those things over there, but it still is pretty exciting to see. And then they have flowers all over the place. They keep the grass down low and they manicured it. They have weeping willows and all these little gazebos and stone paths. It's a venue that also opens itself up for celebrations, business meetings, weddings, and things of that nature. So the grounds are just stunning. And then it overlooks a large river. Beautiful. I actually did upload a couple weeks ago a short of it. The sound of water is everywhere. So I'm going to get there early. And whether I stay there for 4 hours or I stay there all day, I don't know. But I have my muck boots. I'm going to go and run around until they say, like, leave. I'm going to run around on their property and take videos all day. That's pretty much my plan for tomorrow. And make sure that I don't slip in anything and become all muddy and wet. Anyway, let's see. 12 sign zodiac breakdown is our next stage. So, Taurus, for this part of the reading, think about your heart chakra energy, the pink energy. If we were to give it a color, this isn't about passion, this isn't about attraction, this isn't about lust. This is about the love, care, empathy, understanding. This is about genuinely wanting to see that person succeed, right? It's that kind of energy. With that in mind, Taurus, this could be someone who you know. It could be someone who you don't know. This could be a friend of yours. It could be someone who you are interested in romantically. It could be someone who you know very, very well, and you may or may not be dealing with them. It could also be for someone who you just meet. All those nuances are possible. So, Taurus, the first sign we'll start with I'm going to start with earth signs. We'll start with Virgo. Taurus, if you're dealing with a Virgo. Taurus, if you meet a Virgo. A Virgo for Taurus. That Virgo could catch you quite off guard. That Virgo could say something that's quite unexpected to you, Taurus. Maybe you'll be a little tongue-tied, Taurus. Possible. Two of another card. My cards are all falling out for you on this reading, Taurus. Five of Pentacles is Taurus energy. It's going to be your spring Taurus, if you're dealing with a Virgo, Virgo will inspire you to bloom, Taurus. Virgo should make you feel quite wonderful about yourself, Taurus. And the energy that I have here, I think you're going to have a great and very healthy rise in your self-esteem, Taurus, by how Virgo appreciates you, treats you, and how direct, but very respectfully so, of you. Wonder if Virgo has a lot of fire, or if this is just simply the directness of how they express themselves towards you. Anyway, Virgo should be quite flattering to you, Taurus. Quite flattering. Needless to say, Virgo's energy towards you is very, very good. Taurus, if you're dealing with a Capricorn, if you meet a Capricorn, Capricorn for Venus, Capricorn for Taurus. Capricorn has agendas, Taurus. Not saying they're good agendas, not saying they're bad agendas. All I'm saying, Taurus, is Capricorn has agendas. Capricorn is a very busy Capricorn, doing Capricorn things. Capricorn will have things that they don't want to share. Maybe they don't want to share them with you, Taurus, because Capricorn won't want you to look upon them differently. Capricorn will want you, Taurus, to see them as they are today, as they are right now. By the way, High Priestess and Magician, they're a pair of sorts. People pair up the High Priestess with so many, at least two other cards within the major arcana, but I do consider Magician and High Priestess to be a pair. Capricorn wants to present their best face towards you, Taurus. Now, their best face towards you, how real is it? Well, of course, we act every day, and how we act, regardless if it's truly us or if it's how we're acting for others, it is us, right? It is the reality that we're building. We're constantly creating our reality. But Capricorn won't want to deal upon the past. Capricorn will want to deal upon the present. And Capricorn will want to present themselves in the best possible light towards you, Taurus. The best possible light. They're going to want you to see them as they are right now and not be concerned about other things they have done, or even maybe other things they may be doing. Capricorn is defining the narrative of themselves. And Capricorn asks that you deal with them according to what they present to you, Taurus. Taurus, if you're dealing with a Virgo, wait, did we do Virgo? We did. I think we did do Virgo. Now we're on Taurus. Taurus, if you're dealing with a fellow Taurus, fellow Taurus for Taurus. Two of Swords. Someone's used to doing things very independently. Someone is used to maybe even making plans or deciding things without discussion. Someone is very comfortable being in this independent energy. Taurus could be you, could be that other Taurus. Could make it a little hard for consensus to build, alignment to build, because someone is basically acting in a very self-directed way and not really thinking about including the other one in or speaking it in. They're just so used to doing things by themselves, for themselves, because of themselves. It's very independent energy. Also, too, this person's energy has become independent Taurus because, well, they find that when they depend on others, when they include others, maybe that other person or those other parties, their contribution doesn't come through and they're left waiting. This person has been disappointed by either the energy output to them by other people or just disappointed by other people in general. Two of Swords also gets a Three of Cups. Four of Cups. Taurus, if you're dealing with a fellow Taurus, as I said, one of you is an extremely independent energy. And it's going to take a huge mental shift for this person to be open to collaboration. It's not malicious energy or anything. It's just somebody who's so used to doing things by themselves automatically. They're on autopilot with that. And also, too, for them to open up and include someone else in their plans and depend upon someone else leaves them open for that other person to either react in a disappointing way or in a lackluster way. And this person doesn't like to leave themselves open for that possibility, if they can help it. If you're dealing with a fellow Taurus, I would expect this energy to go very slow. This energy should go slow because this person needs to learn how to communicate, how to trust, how to give people a chance to stumble or to soar around them again. Taurus, excuse me. Let's go on to the next sign. Go into fire. Taurus, if an Aries is on your mind. Let's see about an Aries. Five of Wands. Well, Aries certainly will want to get involved with you. the energy of getting entangled. But they have other things going on, other things that they're working on, other priorities. That's the energy of Aries. We'll find out a little bit more. So that Five of Wands, Six of Wands, significant Leo placement could be of note with either you or that Aries. Also, too, something significant might happen. The real significant things might happen actually in Leo season. And sixes. Aries energy is interesting, Taurus. Something really nice can be built with Aries, but you have to learn each other's. You have to learn about each other first. So therefore, you should expect things to go very slow with that connection of Aries. I would also say, Taurus, expect things to go very slow with that connection of Aries, because in the initial bottom of the deck energy that I pulled, Aries has other things that are a priority to them. Not saying what they are, not looking, not really caring, but Aries has other things that are a big priority to them, and that they have to resolve, they have to take care of, they have to work on, they have to give attention to. So that's also another reason why, if you're interested in Aries, don't rush that Aries. If you rush that Aries, I don't know, that's not good. But I would say give Aries a lot of time and expect things to go slow. It's like the progress that you'd make with an Aries is small, little small gains that perhaps could make you smile if you thought about it after they happened. But ultimately, Aries energy is very slow towards anything of significance. Aries has good possibility, but you can't rush Aries. You can't expect that connection to be rushed. Expect it to go very slow. And also, if anything, expect something significant when things start to be significant. Expect that more like mid-July than June. Let's see. If you're dealing with, let me get something to drink. If you're dealing with shall we do a Leo? A Leo for Taurus. From what I personally observed, I have seen and I've gotten a lot of questions about Taurus and Leo, Taurus and Scorpio. These are my two most consistent coupling questions I've gotten privately. So Taurus, let's go and see you in Leo. A Leo for Taurus. I hear you, little one. Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. You make Leo very happy, Taurus. When Leo is with you, Taurus, Leo feels very hopeful about the future. Leo does have a little bit of story crafting around you. Taurus. Be careful, Taurus, that what you hear and what you see and what you're presented by from Leo is just not a pretty dream of what's to come, but they actually have concrete markers, not what's coming and what you're building together, but make sure you have some very tangible things that make you happy in the here and now. Because I get in this energy, Taurus, you could be very happy with Leo, very happy with the plans of Leo, very happy with the inspiration Leo creates with you. But there is a little bit of mask energy here, a mirage energy here, Taurus. Don't be deluded by the show. Get something in writing too, Taurus. Very shiny energy, Taurus, from Leo. So Taurus, I have the star. I have 10 of Wands. And I have Temperance. Taurus, this is almost the energy of those childhood princesses who wait for their one true love. And they are waiting with the dedication almost of that Penelope who waits, was it Penelope, who waits for Odysseus to come back home to Ithaca. It's the energy of storybooks here, Taurus. Taurus, don't put your life on hold for Leo. Taurus, if you like Leo, if you want Leo, if you feel enamored with Leo, make Leo go and do significant actions towards you. Don't have Leo keep you waiting, because in this energy, Taurus, Leo can keep you waiting for a very, very, very long time to start building anything that's meaningful. Aquarius placements, Sagittarius placements, Libra placements may be prevalent here, but let me go and tell you, very important here, Taurus. Don't get carried away by the fantasy of what could be. Make sure you obtain it with your own hands, because that's what you deserve, Taurus. You deserve to have reality, not dreams and fantasy. You deserve to live out your dreams and make sure you're getting them, not just sweet samples of what things could be, Taurus. I am actually a little exhausted, seeing how it's almost an hour. I know I have the other signs to do, but I really am a little beat. I did a long reading too a couple days ago that went on for about maybe 4 hours in total, and that completely drained me. I don't like doing long readings for people. It's not my style. And after an hour, I need a break. So Taurus, I'll be back with the other ones. If you're interested, leave me a comment. And I'm going to go and recharge. Bye-bye. Thank you for the likes and thank you for the time.